Hey, everybody. Happy Monday, the Monday before Thanksgiving. And we are here we're here to resolve what happened last week. There was an unknown stranger showed up who wasn't completely strange to everybody, uh, but he did appear to have some knowledge of things that were going to happen, which involved an attack at Remedies. Um, his he ended up making it easy for um, Jillian to stay protected, um, and I think we had left it at that point. He had at the end of last session he had turned to Adrian and commented on just how good she looked pregnant. But for that, leaving that alone for a second, we're also going to shift up to a pub on it's north of there, um, north and west of there, where a tall wizard or a tall, apparently human wizard in a duster and hat with carrying a staff has been unnerving people all day long. Rhoda and Sydney tracked him down to this pub. Rhoda had just managed to work her way in the back door. Sydney had caught a man being who had been tossed out the front door, helped him back up so that he could then, that said Irishman, then picked up a rock and ran back inside. So we're going to start from that point. Rhoda, what you see a large black-haired man, about 6'1", broad-shouldered, with a rock in his hand. Come back in the door, swore something. Well, you're pretty sure it's a swear word. It's in a different language. And he then hurled it at that wizard, who had been walking through town. So let's see. Yep, that's fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not against you guys. That's the Irishman.
Yeah, but you're setting a interesting perspective.
An interesting perspective. What do you mean?
I see a future of dice rolls going exceptionally hot again.
Precedent is the word you were looking for then.
Precedent. Okay, well, I'm okay with that. I still can't, and I've got it. If they go well, I don't have to use my Patreon gifts. I could save them for next week.
So, what was that roll?
That was the wizard sending the Rhoda, you see the brick rebound and go right back at the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I beat him by 10. and clunking him in the head. Okay.
Hmm.
Rhoda, his back is to you,
Hmm.
and you saw him take his staff and plant it. He's still on the bar stool, turned, planted it, and the brick went back and rang the Irishman's bell. What are you doing?
I just want to remember we already know this isn't Harry Dresden, correct?
You know
And-
for sure. Well, you know for sure that Guard told you that, according to her intelligence, Dresden is in Chicago.
Right. And we came there because we think this wizard person has something to do with the missing pregnant women.
They might be related.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do I see Sydney?
Yes, you would probably see him out the door. It looks like he's about to enter the door.
Mhm.
Okay. She's going to point up at the sprinklers in the restaurant, in the pub, and kind of give him a heads up because she's about to grab a glass and try and hit it so that the sprinklers go on.
Okay. That particular building, the sprinklers are pipes. They're not light. It's not like they're recessed into a ceiling or anything like that. It's kind of a rustic fitting. So yeah, if you hit it hard enough, you can.
Well, I think that's what she's gonna do.
All right. Let me think about the structure of that.
My Valkyrie. Check.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna give that. Let's see. Do you have? Oh yeah, you are keyed up.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
It's a complication you have. There you go. That is the difficulty.
Hmm.
And there's a 1 there.
I don't need it. Does anyone else? Hugo?
Not. No, if it's to pick it up right after what I did last week, I'm not in a position to spend it yet.
Okay. I'm gonna use Valkyrie, physical, and throw.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay. You got 14 versus my 10.
Yes.
No ones, so you managed to pick up a glass that didn't have liquid in it that you splashed on yourself,
Right.
which I was, well, not so secretly hoping for. Um, and it sails. What's your physical?
It's 8.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it sails. You knock the thing off, and then the sprinklers go off.
Nice. Nicely done.
Thank you.
She
She will, after she hits it, she'll turn to Sydney and go, like, that's right.
Then he'll probably look up towards the sprinklers and be like, huh. Kind of like, why didn't I think of that?
All right. Well, Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
All the other bar patrons, are they still trying to fight this guy?
No.
Pretty much? Or no?
This
Eh,
It's just General
this
bar wide fight, not everybody against this guy.
Yeah, it's not everybody. No, this
Gotcha.
Irish guy is the only one who fought him. The waitress
Uh-huh.
is standing behind there. Well, originally she was scared.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's kind of mystified as to why the sprinklers just went off.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure that out. But all the other people there rushed out. Were rushing out as you approached it. This guy was the only one who decided to stick around
Gotcha.
and object to somebody emptying out his the place where he likes to go for lunch to drink.
Right. To drink or lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Says-
you could say I'm basing this person on a real life person, and no, it's not me.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not Irish.
That's
Okay.
all right. So yeah, I think at this point I'll just approach the magician or mage or wizard, whatever in question here. And try to start a dialogue pretty much.
All right. So
Fine.
you
Figure out
step
who
up.
he is, what he's doing here.
Okay.
Rhoda will be while he's distracted, getting closer to get that staff
Mm-hmm.
away from him.
Okay. The staff is on the other side of him. So and he is quite tall. So
So is she. I think she's 6 feet tall.
yep. Yeah. Okay. So then she's
She's taller
And
than
she's-
Sydney.
yeah, then but at that point that still makes her 8 inches shorter than him.
Mm,
Okay.
So it won't be I'm just trying to set up the scene in that it won't be like she can walk over and just easily reach over his
mhm.
shoulder
Mhm.
and do it, even though he is seated. But it's a high seat, so but just to establish when I set the difficulty later. However, you walk up. Yeah, you can. He's the Irish guy's just kind of standing there blinking away because he just got hit with a brick in the head. And you, yeah, the guy doesn't do anything as you walk up.
Mhm.
Well, no, he does.
All
With the hand that's not holding the staff,
Mhm.
he is taking a drink of a. You're pretty sure it's a Guinness.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go up. Be like, so, what's your name?
Scarlet or not? Wow. Rhoda,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a sneaking roll.
Okay.
Can I do some sort of thing to assist with?
Yeah, you kind of already have.
Right. Yeah.
You get one free step up due to Sydney,
Awesome.
Okay.
and another step up due to the fact that it's raining inside. So it's not like there's a lot of noise. Let me
Okay, so-
roll let me set the difficulty.
I'm moving my sneak from a D4 to a D6.
Maybe we
And
should have tried
then-
this the other way around.
Right. And then I am stepping up my Valkyrie. And then, okay. Can't see that third one.
Okay,
Oh,
you
no.
have an 8. And
Wait.
I have
You
a
have a what?
15. I have a 15 right now. You have an 8 or a possible 10.
Okay.
What's on the table?
I'm going to use a plot point to make it 10, and I have a polka die.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your polka.
Ooh, 2 plot points. That's an expensive roll.
It is,
Yeah.
but I have 5 plot points now.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Way to
Okay.
way to tempt fate there.
Definitely should have tried this the other way. Next time, you distract him with your words. I'll sneak up on him.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yep. Okay. So I established what's happening. This is a quite unfriendly town.
Mhm.
And Rhoda, he as you start to sneak up to him, he does stand up slowly and shove his and the chair shoves back at you.
I'm going to say, wow, where you come from, do they hurt women?
You can avoid it easily. It's not that stuff, but it will stop you from trying to grab at the staff. He is assembling everything. He turns and leans up against the bar, looking at both of you. We both know that you are far more than just a woman, my dear.
I appreciate that. All I wanted to do was to hold the staff.
I think it's a little early in our relationship for you to be asking to hold my staff.
I guess so.
In as much as this cold water is doing wonderful things to your outfit.
Oh, thank you. She's going to ask what he's drinking.
Guinness. I'm sure the young lady would pour you one on my tab if you'd like.
No, I don't like Guinness.
Is it normal for there to be for you to turn the sprinklers on? We only have a couple minutes left before probably less than that before the authorities arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we have
All
someone that's a proficient magic user, we have to, you're bigger than me. So I had to do something to make the odds a little more fair.
Huh. I think well, I mean, thankfully I'm still kept my hat on and still wearing my coat, so it keeps the rain off me, unlike your outfit. But I think you're assuming quite a bit.
Well,
And why do you think I'm a magic user? What magic have I done?
well, unless I've been
Okay.
drinking and I haven't, I sure saw that rock ricochet back at that other guy with hardly any movement of your hand.
Well, yeah, I bounced it off my staff. He attacked me out of nowhere. Is that I mean,
That's
Hey,
just
he
an
looks at
Albany
the-
welcome.
oh, is that how they welcome? Oh, well, that makes me feel a little
That
bit
is
better about
actually kind of
what's
true in some areas. Yeah.
about
Mhm.
what's happening.
Which is what?
Oh, do you wish to bargain?
Mm-mm.
Before
No.
we should hurry before the police show up and ruin this. Are you interested in trading information? I would be willing to I would be willing to know what one of you are doing in Albany if you tell me what I would yeah, I would wow. this guy's better at talking than Tom is. I would be willing to exchange what one of you are doing in Albany for what I was referring to.
I could just tell him what I'm doing here.
Sure.
Now he was looking straight at Rhoda.
Isn't the sword of the cross steel or silver?
Depends on how it's been made.
Yeah, it's
So it doesn't hurt Sydney?
no.
It probably would if it stabbed me.
He
Mm.
also
Or-
hasn't made a choice yet, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, true.
And I do try to wear gloves when I wield it, anyways.
Rhoda will say sure. You first. I am a woman of my word. You can ask Sydney.
No, this is true. I don't think she's lied to me since. So, or
But
yeah,
have you told him? But you haven't told him yet, have you? Just how long you've kept your words?
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I simply needed to. I was simply asked to go for a walk.
Mm-mm.
Wearing a particular style of clothing, and
face.
and see what the local response would be. Poke a couple people on their wards and see what happens.
Who hired you?
Okay, at this point, the Irishman is starting to move again. Sydney, you have, I mean, he's a little groggy,
Mm-hmm.
but he's clearly telegraphing what he's going to do.
All right. I'm gonna go try to stop him, like with kind of a friendly grapple, like hey, probably try to get home. The authorities are on their way. You might want to save yourself.
Okay. Okay. Give me an influence roll.
Right. Influence and social.
Yep, you get to add a D10 because this guy's had his. No, yeah, no. You get to add a. Can step up to. You get to add a D12 because this guy's seriously had his bell rung, and is at D12 injured. Right now, let me set the difficulty for you.
All right.
However, he is taking a step up on his just stubbornness, and I rolled for crap.
Yes, you did.
Nice. All right.
I'm willing to roll for crap
you
on the
good?
Irishman.
All right.
Oh,
You
okay.
good if I throw law enforcement into this as far as
Yes,
helping you with
that's-
my diplomacy skill?
That's you controlling a scene
All right.
and also stopping a fight.
Wow. My roll wasn't that great either. But hey, at least one of them worked.
And you get a polka dot, don't you?
I got a
Ye-
10 against a 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get a D. Wow.
6.
You get a D12 polka die.
D12. Nice.
Yep, because that was the max. That was what I rolled. That was the max dice I rolled. However, that one, you do get a plot point for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a continuing complication, but the guy will use your being distracted by that though,
Uh-huh.
because at this point the police are pulling up.
Right.
Um,
Of course.
and he literally rolls over the counter, moves to basically Yeah, he grabs the counter and a chair to swing his legs over top of it to get back there with the bartender. Rhoda, you can try to intercept.
She would. Has the water stopped?
No.
She's just going to use her fight and her
Yep.
perception with Valkyrie and try to slow him down to
Okay.
finish the conversation.
Yep. That was not good.
No, it wasn't. So would I use fight and physical?
Yeah. It's a physical fight. You're grappling him basically.
Okay.
Okay. You easily grab him and drag him over to you.
We weren't done talking.
Answer my question.
You answer my question. Who?
I have.
No,
I have answered your question as to
no.
what I was doing in town. Now
I
you have
asked
to
you
answer
who
mine.
hired you.
No, that was your second question. I want your answer first.
What are you
Are you
asking
reneging
me?
on the deal?
What are you asking?
I already asked you it.
Which was
Why is a woman like you in Albany?
I was sent here on a job, and then I developed a crush and have aborted the job.
Are you telling the truth?
No.
Okay. Then give me an influence roll.
Okay.
Rhoda, I'm flattered, but I'm married.
Nicely done.
Influence.
Social.
I see it. And Valkyrie or socialite. That's what it is.
Socialite, you could do that too.
Yeah.
You could add that into it, yes. Right now you're at 11. I'm at 12.
Okay, then I'll use a plot point for that one so we can be tied.
I will also use a plot point
Oh God.
to add my 4 in because this is actually an important point for him.
Okay. Then there's nothing I can do.
You lie to my kind? There will be a reckoning, woman.
I was honest with you. You said, "Are you lying?" And I said, "Yes."
And he
I'm allowed to be honest in my way. I never lied.
okay, go ahead and give me your fight roll to hold on to him.
Okay.
Jeez.
What did you get?
I got I got 13. Which actually is
Okay.
average. But I just didn't expect all those ones.
I'll tie you with another plot point that I just got back. Don't do it, Tom.
Okay, at this point, Sydney, you did get him to leave.
Okay, good.
He did kind of stagger out and
All right.
staggering off. However,
Mm-hmm.
the police show up. but probably should bounce back to the others at that point. So you can think. So I'm going to give you a chance to think about how you're going to talk to the
Right.
police without actively lying. By the way, at this point, Rhoda, you basically have him in. You had to get him in a submission hold to hang on to him. It was not. He became slippery like Quicksilver, and he just took on a almost like a boneless feeling to him, trying to slip out of your grip.
We're talking
That
like
kind of.
figure
Joy.
4, Texas Cloverleaf, sleeper hold.
I am not.
Wrestling terms.
Yeah, no. It's an actual. It's an actual submission hold that they teach in deadly combat maneuvers.
So he's trying to essentially drop out of my hold.
He was trying to basically twist and turn out of your hold, and he dropped
It's a
out.
good thing she's a Valkyrie.
Yes. Yeah, Hugo or Adrian would not have been able to hold him no matter how well they rolled. And and the way he did that, it does have a non-human feel to it. This whatever you're holding on to is not human.
Okay.
Okay. So I believe we had left it with
I just killed a Fae, and Time Lord there said something about Adrian being better when she was pregnant.
He didn't say better.
Said she looked fantastic.
If I remember right, the exact words were, "You positively glowed when you were pregnant." Because
Yes.
I wrote them down.
Yep. And at that point, Jillian turns to you. You're pregnant? You didn't say anything?
No, I am not pregnant. She's going to grab this guy by the wrist. You.
Okay, I will
Outside
grant
now.
you. I will grant you one step up. On your notice roll. Hugo, I also give you a notice roll.
I can see the thought forming in him. Because she'd do the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. What is this with the ones?
I am perfectly all right with this today.
Yeah, you
It's like-
deserve it.
But it's the second time I roll a 12 and I get a 1.
Mental
Bummer.
notice or social?
Social.
For both of us?
Both of you, yes. You're both rolling against the same one.
Okay, I just double checking.
And you said a free step up?
You get a free step up because you already
Yes.
you went out to reach to grab him.
Oh yeah, she did not take her eyes off of him as she answered Jillian.
Yep.
I didn't get it, but I'm okay with not getting it.
Son of a.
Wow.
I'm just gonna slide my dice roller right back over those so that I don't see that.
I got
I don't have any polka dice.
I'm in an 8
No.
right now, and
I don't have any polka die.
What kind of gift do you have to get a polka die?
5K.
Help! Any polka dice?
you reach out to grab him,
Polka die
but
inbound.
Jillian, you end up tangled with Jillian, and
Oh.
you're trying not to hurt her as best you can. So he's managing to make his way. He's honestly making his way towards the door.
Jillian, I love you. I will be right back. She's going to put her hands on
She's gonna-
Jillian's shoulder,
Okay.
so she'll stop moving, And that's when she said, Jillian, I love you. I will be right back. I am not pregnant. And she'll just like move around her.
And you're gonna chase him
to
out the
follow.
door.
Yes.
Okay. He did make it out the door, but he is still on the street. So all right, go ahead and give me
What are my... I rolled 2 1s.
yep. Well, you do get the 2. You do get the 2.
Yeah. I was afraid of that.
I'm going to give you a D8 slow start.
Fair.
Complication. Because right now it's just a foot. At this point, it's a foot race. So yeah, physical and move, and but you do get to add a D6. There, that one doesn't have a 1. Be right back. I gotta fix my headphones.
Okie dokie. I gotta figure out my dice real quick because I think I made changes on my digital sheet that I did not on the physical sheet. Yes. In fact, no, wait, no, that's right. No, that's right. That's right. Oh, maybe I did. Okay. Cool. All right. And I'm going to toss in my hard knock life.
Yep.
So physical move sets. And an extra D6.
Yes.
And I'm going to use one of my step ups to make one of those D8s a D10.
That was great.
That was a nice roll.
Wasn't it, Tom? Didn't she do such a good job? I think something's wrong with your microphone. I can't hear yes.
She rolled dice and beat me. It's not like it's the first time that's happened. Yep, you do manage to. Okay, so you are able to catch up to him. What are you going to do when you get to him?
So this is like the alley behind in the back?
Well, he went out the front
Or
door.
out the front. Okay.
Yeah, he was staying on the street, so he's kind of running down the. He was actually he's running across the street. No, wait, that's the wrong spot. Sorry, I got the two places mixed up. No, he's running down the sidewalk.
Easy enough. So when she reaches him,
Yep.
she like puts a hand on his shoulder to spin him around to face her. And I know how this is going to sound, so I'm just gonna... She's going to shove him up against the building. Hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Why do I know you?
Okay. He closes his eyes. Once you grab him, he really doesn't fight you. And, yes, you beat his roll, but he's a good, 70 pounds heavier
Yeah.
than you are. So, you tossing him up against the wall should be more difficult, but he seems to give in. And he just kind of sits there and closes his eyes for a minute, like he's trying to get his thoughts under control. Um, we're connected. Don't know why or how, but we're connected, but it's not good. So I did what I needed to do to stop what was going to be awful. You should just let me go. It's better for you.
Mhm.
Please.
If that's what you want.
You start to say that. And then you pick up a wave of confusion coming off of him. And then he goes to grab your arm. He goes, crap. And he basically gets off the wall and goes to drag you a little bit. Get in the car. You're needed. And he starts walking up to an old model vehicle.
Yeah, she'll follow. She doesn't.
Okay. Walks up with no thought. Smashes the window. Pulls down the. Well, actually, no, he does. Smashes the window. Opens the door up. Leans over. Unlocks the door on the passenger side for you to get in. Then he reaches into this strange spot under the seat, grabs a set of keys, turns them on, and take off, and pulls out fast. Call Hugo, tell him to get to Sydney's. He's with whatever calming potions he's got.
Do you have a cell phone?
Hang on. He opens up the center console, pulls out a cell phone, tosses it to you.
No, envisioning it's
All
like
right.
the old school Zach Morris phone from Saved by the Bell. It's just the big blocky one.
No, it's a Nokia.
I'm not exactly wrong in my statement still.
No, the Nokias of that era were not big blocky. They were blocky, yes, but they're not big. It's actually smaller than, these things are now, just thicker.
Yeah, so yeah, she'll call Hugo's.
All right, go ahead and talk to him.
Remedies.
Hugo,
All
you're
right.
needed at Sydney's. Bring as many calming potions as you can.
That's never good. All right. I do, and I am like, I'm trying to. Yeah, he comes off as the stress and the burnt. Like, you can just hear it in his voice. It's all right. Yeah. I'll turn to Jillian. It's like something's going on at Sydney's. Apparently, somebody or multiple somebody's gonna need to calm down.
Huh. That seems to be going around today. fine. I'll get the close sign. Get your stuff together. She goes up and turns the close sign.
I go back. I collect the stuff I need.
She's standing there wearing her coat, or actually wearing one of your coats because none of hers fit anymore. She's 9 months pregnant, so she appropriated your favorite one.
I'm okay with this. Do you want me to pick you up anywhere on the way?
Andrew, I got to
Yep.
give you credit for not bursting out laughing when he made it sound like he actually had a choice in that situation.
There are
There's two guys who dealt with 9 month with women who are 9 months pregnant. Okay, yeah. She goes, no, I'm going with you.
I'm too tired to argue. All right, let's go.
I'm so happy I'm a hydromancer. I'm pretty sure this day would have broke my water if I wasn't.
Hugo will
Someone
just
clip
do one of those like comical. Do we need to stop somewhere else besides Sydney's first?
No, I don't have contractions.
I have a vein on my forehead throbbing a little bit. It's not from stress. It's from panic, thinking that it was time.
Okay, so back to the bar. You two. Oh, the cops were showing up, about to walk in the door. Sydney, what are you doing?
At this point, like I see them about to walk in. I'll look back at Rhoda and this tall guy.
Yeah, he's
And what's going on?
wriggling. He's wriggling like a snake. Not. It's a dangerous thing to say because he's not a snake, but he is. Yeah, moving around, trying to slip out.
Mhm.
In fact, Rhoda, go ahead and give me another roll to hang on to him.
Really?
Yep.
You want me to roll against this?
Or,
Okay.
well, I mean, if you want to farm plot points, you can always shift your. This is the type of thing where it's a good idea to shift your distinction down to a D4. That way you farm plot points.
You mean my distinction to a D6
Yep.
or a D8?
D4.
No, to a
generally.
D4.
No, D4.
Okay. And then I'm rolling. What am I rolling? Physical fight.
Yep. Physical fight and Valkyrie. I mean, unless you think you can beat my 20.
Shut up, Tom.
Possible 25 if I get intense. Okay. You at that moment you see it seems like he's been trying to slink down to pull out, been shifting and get everything, and then all of a sudden he springs straight up out of her grip, and he's kind of monkey climbing his way on the sprinkler lines into the back.
Who the hell is this guy?
Rhoda kind of hears you and is like,
Folks, come on out. There's a fire.
are they
Folks.
talking to us?
Yes, it's
Yeah, the
talking.
cops have just walked in. Nobody is
Oh.
talking with them.
Yeah.
Rhoda, I am so glad you're here. Thank you. It's been very, very. I was really worried that we were in danger. And she'll kiss him on the cheek, and she'll go.
Okay. You guys just shoot. I didn't think about that, but yeah. Sydney,
Yeah.
you just gonna go along with you got to get out of there because there's a fire?
I mean, if she's heading out, then I guess I'm gonna follow her lead. She seems to know more about this situation than I do, and I'm not gonna be able to talk my way into convincing them to be like, "Yeah, no, I'll just hang out in here. It's fine."
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the guy got away. They eventually go behind the bar and get the traumatized bartender
Mhm.
out of it. When you get out front, there the fire truck shows up now. Do you know where the fire is?
I think somewhere in the kitchen. I just know that it just was really scary. I'm really thankful you're here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an influence roll to play the damsel in distress.
So I'm gonna do mental.
Yep, you get a free step up.
Oh, okay.
And now I roll well.
Now I've been rolling well, just fine. But do you have a 14?
I have a 14, yes.
I'll accept it.
Okay. All right. So, what are you two? You two going to stay around and answer questions? You sitting, you
won't want
flashing the
to.
badge.
Yeah, I'll do what I need to just try to make my way out of there.
Okay.
And I mean, my plan is to take Rhoda along with me as we
Yep.
head out, but
Oh, so she'd be pretty pissed if you ditched her.
Yeah.
right. I do not want to do that.
Give me an influence roll.
All right. Doing a bunch of influence rolls here. All right. Oh, look, I got snake eyes. Awesome.
Oh no.
Okay.
I got an 8 in there, so it's a
Yep,
total
you had
of
an 8.
9. But
Yep. All right. You flash the badge. They're about to, tell you it doesn't matter, but then they spot your name. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just got to file the paperwork on this. We'll just take care of we'll just make sure the
yeah,
police are taken care of.
you'll get my account of what I saw and everything in the paperwork. Thank you. And yeah.
Okay.
All right, Rhoda, let's go continue our investigation.
Got it.
And that's pretty much a good spot to take our break.
Man.
At the minute, I'm gonna say that you probably are gonna head to your place to get some dry clothes, or are you gonna keep chasing the guy straight on?
Dry clothes sounds smart.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. See you soon. Thanks for sticking around. Happy Monday. Happy Thanksgiving week. And happy Paranormal Albany. All right. So we are back. Sydney had just gotten away, I won't say cleanly from the bar.
Wetly. Is wetly a word?
I don't think so.
Damp. You're at this point. You're damp.
Mhm.
You stop by Rota's so she can pick up a clean change of clothes,
Mhm.
and then while you're waiting outside of Rota's, you take a look at your cell phone, and hey, you know what? It's not waterlogged.
Oh, good.
Um, but you've got a bunch of missed calls.
Oh. From who?
Uh, it well, one St. Peter's,
St. Peter's.
yeah. There's a couple from there. Then there's
Huh.
yeah, actually, a couple from other businesses around where St. Peter's is in Albany. And then the Pope is not calling you. And then you get one, and then you've got on there. You've got a voicemail from the woman who cleans your place.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll listen to that voicemail. So far, the only one I recognize.
Yep. You got to get back here quick. I don't. They came in a bus. And no. Ah! That's it.
Then he'll probably try to listen to that again
I'm gonna
I
need
mean,
to hear it
to try
again.
to make something more out, which likely isn't going to happen. But
It's not, no.
like,
Yeah, you can hear a crashing sound right towards the end.
yeah, and Cindy will be like, "Does she want me to go to my place or her?" And like he'll contemplate that, and then probably figure out where he needs to go by the time Rhoda actually comes back down.
Yep. Okay, Adrian.
Yep.
Okay, how do you get to Sydney's?
Oh yeah, she'll direct him.
Oh, okay.
Has she been out there? I think she's been out there.
I don't think she's been to Sydney's.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's bothered
Hugo
to
back.
hang out with Sydney.
Well,
Rhoda's been there.
I'm sure you've had me deliver at least once.
yeah.
Maybe at this point, yeah.
Yeah, so
you're
he
calling
asks.
Hugo?
Well, that means that my address is probably on
dialing
file
Hugo.
at Hugo's place, but
All right, you call Hugo.
Does my phone work while we're going, especially with Jillian and I side by side?
Yeah. Yep, she answers it.
Okay.
Hello?
Jillian, what is Sydney's address?
Honey, what's Sydney's address?
Blah 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 blah.
Thank you. Yeah, she repeats it.
Yeah, she'll start directing him down streets to get there. I figure she's been in Albany long enough.
Yep.
it's by the airport, so yeah.
Yeah, it's by the airport, so
even
that gets
better.
you so
And
that
then,
gets you started.
And then on the way there. So what's your real name?
Nice segue.
Well, I mean, I told you it's not a good idea. That won't work either. No, I need that part still. He seems to be having this conversation with himself as he goes through.
Such a long pause for such an easy question.
It is, but the problem is Tom's having a
forget?
Brandon, right?
Rowan.
Roland. Thank you. Wow.
Rowan. Rowan.
Yes.
Like
Rowan.
Barry?
what?
It's Rowan. Surprised you didn't know that. I knew yours, but
I've seen your face in my dreams,
okay.
but not much more than that.
Um,
That's a nice line.
I've seen a
Just-
significant amount more of you than that.
I assumed as much, given the pregnancy comment.
You know, you couldn't have just gave it a shot with the guy. He's a decent guy. I mean, and I
Oh,
mean,
so that was a possible future pregnancy. Okay.
the two, and I mean, he would have done the suburban thing. And I
Would
mean,
she have?
geez, I mean, somebody, and when
Emotions are not so simple.
but when somebody came for your kids, trust me, they didn't come a second time. I mean, the guy busted up about it. I mean, though it's made him some money. I mean, he's worked off his emotions pretty good. Binder was real happy with a couple of the times.
How much do you see?
Well, I kind of worked with him. We shocked the crap out of me. I hadn't seen that. I hadn't seen him leaving you. Didn't when Binder first introduced me, it was all I could do not to ask him what the hell he was doing there. But it became obvious soon. Like I said, he's a good guy.
He is.
Little bit destructive sometimes. I mean, sometimes you don't need to deliver. Hey, get out of the way. Sometimes you don't need to drop a building on somebody. But okay. Let's see. Hugo, how are you driving? Carefully.
Yeah, I mean,
or okay, you weren't.
I don't think he's got the energy still because like I'm still rocking the burnt out and the stressed out and the pissed
Okay.
off. So like that's just I'm kind of at that crash point of all three of those hitting. So
Yep.
I'm not dangerous, but I'm also not driving recklessly towards her. A, because don't have the energy. B, wife, pregnant wife.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I just wanted to establish they'll get there much before anybody else, because Adrian, this guy, he's utterly sure of himself, but he is zipping in and out of traffic. Something fierce, and then one point he takes that from 100 to 55 in a couple seconds, just before you crest the hill and see a state trooper car sitting in the median, doing a speed trap. So you as you pull up, give me an empathy roll. I'm going to get rid of the slow start because that's really not applicable this scene anymore.
Social notice empathy?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me 1 second to set the difficulty.
Plot point. Drop my empathy down to a D4.
Okay.
Because I was pretty confident I'd beat you anyway.
Yep, you did.
Although I get to give you another one.
Yep, you did. Which is the danger.
Yeah. 1 in 4 chance. But I also got a polka die. D8. D8.
Yep. You that while you're doing that, all of a sudden you see him reach his hand in the back seat, and then you've got a plastic bag in front of you just as you manage to stop yourself from vomiting. Oh, I'm glad I was wrong.
Why did she nearly vomit?
Because what you actually what you touched, or what is touched, was vile. It was otherworldly vile.
Are you saying vile or bile?
Vile with a V.
Vile.
Oh, I was like, that's really freaking gross.
That's
One tends to lead to the other.
Yeah.
I mean, effectively, yes. You just it's just wrong and hideous. And you also pick up a significant amount of fear. Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
every light goes your way. I mean, seriously, every time you pull up to a light, it's green. Stop signs, there's nobody in your way. Give me a mental knowledge roll.
Yeah, because this is going to go well.
Well,
So
You
Did
can
you
do
pick
it.
did you pick up the Knight of the Cross distinction, or
I did, yes.
yes, you can add that into it.
Oh, all right. So that'll be my highest die of a D8.
Yeah.
Let's see. D6, a D4. All right. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, not
You-
that bad of a roll.
Nope, you beat the threshold. Yeah, whenever your trip
Mhm.
goes this well, you're riding into a bad situation.
Yeah. Well, there's a bus full of something at my place. I don't know
Yes.
what.
Yep. But whenever, like I said,
And what little I do know, I relayed to
Yeah.
Rhoda while we were on our way there, but
Yeah.
I still don't know much of anything.
But like I said, whenever
Ah.
whenever it goes this well, man, you're in a bit of trouble.
This is not good.
But you Adrian, he starts to slow down as you get closer, you think, to the location. and you see Sydney's car pull into the lot before you, but you're close behind it. Um, let's see. There is a bus badly parked on your lawn. Looks like it partially crashed into the dumpster by the side of your building.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. At least it didn't crash into the building, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You see. Well, actually, for the rest of it, give me a notice roll.
Oh,
And I just tossed another D1 out there. Adrian can also give me a notice roll also. It's visual, so.
yeah, mental notice.
Yeah, mental and notice.
All right. 8.
That beats me. Okay.
7.
And so does Adrian's. Okay.
And can I buy my sick to my stomach down with that one?
Yes, you can. Which is kind of ironic because.
Well, she's got it under control now.
Yeah, but literally you see. Was Adrian was there when the
tentacles?
No. Nope, when the I don't know, actually. I don't think you were there for that.
So what, Tom?
Sorry. Nope, I figured it out. You see 2 dead bodies on either side of what you're guessing is Sydney's door. Sydney, why don't you go ahead and describe what your place looks like from the outside?
It's his place by the airport. There is on its own little stretch of property or whatnot, not necessarily on the same property that the airport is, but it's a hangar that so from the outside it's just a big steel construction, curved roof and everything with the large garage style doors and a single door leading in to one part of it.
There is a normal size, door on one side, and you do see what you're guessing from looking at it is a woman and male, young, probably 20s on either side of the door. Sydney would notice and see that it is your brownie cleaner and her brother.
Ooh.
And
that's not good.
I'm just going to use the word eviscerated and leave it at that.
Oh.
They're dead?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you see a large hulking figure is smashing at your door with using one of the seats from the bus as a battering ram.
I see.
And by large hulking figure, I'm talking probably about 12 feet tall.
Right then.
Adrian, you see that also.
Yep. Well, I'm going to get out of the car and I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Nice. Rhoda's going to check on the dead fairies.
She's going to have to get right up. Well, the They're right beside it, but he's literally between them because that's the door he's trying to bash down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she'll be tentatively headed
Okay.
that direction.
All right. Go ahead and give me your shot. Let me set the difficulty.
All right. Difficulty
Mm.
to shoot a 12-foot tall.
Well, yeah,
Hulking
it's not.
axe.
Well, it is. It's moving and everything like that.
Right, yeah.
So, and it
Let's-
is wearing thick.
Sydney's
hide.
not the best shot anyway, so we'll see.
Right. But I did give it step downs because it is a
Mhm.
your jeez.
Oh, wow.
You give it step downs. I
Alright.
still roll amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. 12.
Yeah, that looked like a 12 to me. Unless Tom decides to spend some of those Patreon gifts that he's trying to hoard for next week.
All right.
No, I think that's fair. Okay. All right, you hit it, and it seems to be losing interest, which is good because your door was
Uh-huh.
seriously bent in.
Yeah. The whole point is just to get his attention. I don't think this
Yep.
my service pistol is going to do much to him.
He's not happy about getting shot by steel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Maybe I'll shoot him
Um,
again.
And
Mhm.
he literally throws the thing at you. The
Oh no!
bus bench at you.
Oh,
That's rude.
should have thought about that one.
You can go ahead and roll move to get out of the way.
Depends. What's behind me?
Rhoda.
Oh,
No,
Rhoda.
you would have probably just pulled up quick, gotten out of the car,
Mm-hmm.
and just shot right from the side of the
Mhm.
door. So nobody's actually behind you.
Alright.
You do, if you take you do hear another vehicle
Uh-huh.
pulling in to your. Sounds like they pulled over, pulled off to the side from your parking lot.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna hope it doesn't hit my car then. Yeah, I worked hard on restoring this thing. Damn it.
That's fair. You're right, and you are within your rights to try and catch the thing, but
Ah,
not.
I don't know if that's a great idea.
Mhm.
No, it's not a good
Nothing's
idea.
a great idea right now. So, move and physical.
Yep, you can. This is a
Yeah.
combat against a supernatural creature trying to harm innocents.
All right. So I can do
You can
Knight of
add-
the Cross then. is
Yeah,
what you're
you
saying.
can add Knight of the Cross.
Awesome. I will do that then.
Man, I thought there was a 1 there. 10.
10. Not quite.
Okay.
I was thinking too much about hoping it doesn't hit my car.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Didn't
paused
quite
way too long, and
Yep.
let's see.
I
It
hesitated.
is- Yep, 15. Okay. You have a. Yeah, you got injured,
Mm-hmm.
and it knocked you on your keister.
Yep. I got hit with a bus seat.
Yes, you got hit with a bus seat. Rhoda, you saw this thing toss a bus seat at
Sydney.
Sydney. What are you doing?
She is going to use a spell with her Norse that's the word I'm looking for.
Runes?
runes. Thank you. That
Okay.
causes someone to be suspended in the air.
Okay. Okay.
So, mental,
Yep.
magic, and magical is my distinction. Do you have to roll first?
Yep. This thing is a step down.
Ford, it looks like you're trying to do something from Star Trek or
No, I'm not. I'm just
just thinking.
yeah.
Yeah, it was looking like you were trying to pull a Charles Xavier thing a little
Okay.
bit.
You got a 9 and
Yes.
I got an 18.
Yes.
What was
you
your
did.
highest die?
It was all D8s.
So I'm going to D8 polka 9.
Well, you this case, because it was an attack, you can either take the polka die or you can double up the incapacitation of him.
Okay, I'll double up.
Okay. All right. So he's flying up in the air. Adrian, you pull in. I know the chances of you actually, yeah. Adrian, you pull in, you feel beyond this thing, this hideous thing, you feel the terror from those inside.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances of you just staying in a car?
She's already opening the door, like he's barely had time to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that. Okay. He gets out, he's running to the trunk pops open as he gets out, and he's running to the back of it.
Adrian's driver is doing that.
Yes. Adrian, what are you doing?
Well, she's going to get as close as she can manage and try and soothe this beast.
Okay. Oh. Okay. You get an extra D10
Nice.
if you want it.
Oh, I will take it.
It feels like
Okay.
it has strings. Look at the look on his face.
Oh. Okay.
She takes it unafraid.
Whatever it is, Adrian, if it's an external thing, Adrian would reach for it if it's
Yep.
there. Like, there is no hesitation in this case.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
$14.
14 versus my 9.
Ooh, that's another polka die.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that one's a D10.
Okay. You've calmed him.
And then I'm
Yeah.
going to send a tendril of thought out to my spiders. Bring them here. Maybe they can wrap him up for me.
To your what? Oh, your
My
spiders.
Spiders.
Got
My
it.
spitters.
Okay.
They hungry.
Okay.
She's really kind of settling into her role as queen of the spiders.
Yeah. You get this wonderful feeling of gratitude, contentment, being sent your way. And then a portal opens up
Oh, great.
on top of them.
On top of who?
Well, You basically have this whirlwind that's lifting up the guy, lifting up
Mhm.
the beast, um, holding him up in midair, and um, Adrian opened up a portal. Uh, Looks like on top of Sydney's roof.
Mm.
Well, a portal. You don't know who opened it because you don't know anything about this. You've never seen these before.
Who
A
has it?
portal opened on top of Sydney's roof, and you see these spiders with black legs, bodies as white as the driven snow,
Great.
that are about, well, the body, I think I said the body is about 2 feet wide. So I'm not sure what that gives them as far as a leg thing. But anybody who's got a spider, um, who's freaked out by
Phobia?
spiders is freaked out right now. Yeah. Okay. So next, Sydney, you you start to get up and you see these spiders dropping on this thing.
It's raining spiders.
Yep, off the
Spiders the
roof.
size of dogs.
Yeah,
Only in Albany.
and you have seen those spiders before.
Okay.
They're the ones that aided you guys against the red court vampires.
All right. So I have a feeling these are good spiders.
They have been in the
Really?
past.
So
Yes.
all right, that's good.
Um,
Just got hit by a bus seat. So
yeah. So you're out. So unless you guys, and then you hear Brandon go, well, Rhoda,
Yeah.
Sydney, you hear the clack of a bolt action rifle being loaded and readied.
oh
Do you look at where it is?
yeah, where is that?
There's a guy in an older model vehicle who's aiming a hunting rifle at the monster,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and he just, made the motion, but he's just got this slack-jawed look on his face.
Do I
As the
recognize this guy?
No, not at all. But the spiders drop into the whirlwind and they basically use it to wrap the thing up in a cocoon.
That's not creepy at all. Right.
Nope.
No, you just watch it
Yeah.
wrap it up in a cocoon, and as the whirlwind drops away, you see them pull it up into the portal and through the portal and climb in themselves and get pulled in themselves.
Okay.
Adrian's gonna look at Rowan. Was
What the
that
fuck was
actually
that?
your car?
No,
Okay.
I just knew there was a rifle in the back.
Those were spiders from the Never Never.
Okay, but
Mm.
what made them? Is the Valkyrie? Valkyries don't do that. Knights of the Cross don't either. I think who summoned them? At which point Hugo pulls in. You get there just in time to see the spiders go back through the portal with this gigantic cocoon.
Is anybody aware that that's Adrian actively doing that?
Well, Rhoda
don't-
can go back and forth through the Never Never, and she knows
Yeah.
she didn't do it, and she knows
Right.
Sydney can't do that. So she is pretty much thinking it was probably you.
Well, or could
There's
I?
more than that. I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's Rowan there. There's possibly some people hiding inside that are
Uh-huh.
scared. I think the only
There's
person
a whole
who,
third party angle.
I think
Yeah.
the only person who knows that Adrian can do this is currently in Edinburgh with dealing with some wizards.
Yeah, actually, that's about right. Scarlett's the only one who knows for
Mhm.
sure about it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like Adrian had to call them out by, she just had to
Yeah.
think about them.
Mhm.
And
So she's going to slightly deflect that with a I have seen them around Albany before. They have cleaned up some messes.
s-
She's not lying.
you couldn't have married him? Jeez.
You're still on about that.
It was just, you were happy. Well,
What does that have to do with now?
don't know.
Mhm.
Just don't.
You'll get
Hugo,
used to it if you
you-
stick around Albany.
You pull up and what do you do?
So the scene is there's two dead changelings, damage to Sydney's place, a bus, and everybody else is just standing outside.
Well, at this point, the guy that's next to the older model car, actually the guy that called himself Harry, who'd shown up at your place, is currently wiping off, appears to be wiping down the vehicle. You've seen this in, like, TV shows where they wipe down the vehicle to get rid of any prints.
Yeah.
He appears to be doing that.
I look over to Adrian like, and everybody's like, all right.
He looks
People
good.
inside.
Yeah, get inside. Let's hang on. Here it is. And he grabs a crowbar out of the trunk and starts running at Sydney's door.
Hey, what are you doing with that?
It's jammed. We'll need it to open.
No,
we need to get the door
no.
open.
Leave my door alone, or I'll shoot you.
You'll miss. And he
You-
runs up.
Aware that it has a larger entry, right?
Yeah. Has nobody else noticed the big garage door that's right here?
I did.
Thank you.
Are you hitting the button to raise up the garage door?
Yeah, he'll like reach into his car, hit the button.
Oh, okay.
What?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. But the cops are. So
The cops.
whoever did this were the ones that were in that vehicle. Right? Does that jive with everybody?
I collect my stuff. I just start walking in. I think I walk by Adrian and I just wonder, Rhea Paul was bad enough. Why is there now two?
Can I pull my car into my place?
I think it's slightly different.
Well, you do hear the sirens.
Uh-huh.
You also hear crying from inside your place.
Hugo will speed up just a little bit. He's got first aid, first responder training, so
Yeah. Sydney's
Um,
gonna be rushing in once he hears that as well.
if I see Sydney coming, it's like, Sydney, this is your place. You know the cops are gonna need to talk to you first.
Yep.
I'll just start triage. And I head in and I should start assessing what's
Okay.
going on.
Well, what you see when you come in there, you see an unconscious man wearing
Sydney's clothes.
no,
Oh, okay.
Sydney's unswear.
wearing what you think is a priest's collar.
Oh no.
Well, and you can see him breathing, so he doesn't look
Does anybody else
dead to you.
look injured as I do this quick glance around?
How many people are in my place?
20.
Well,
All
Let's
of
see here.
Albany.
no, it's not all of Albany.
Who was throwing a party while I was gone? What the-
Well, there's a bus right there.
I'll tell
I
you,
know.
If you say it's
This
14, my
explains
bid
where
of 20 is
people
probably
in the
still
bus
closest.
went to.
Yeah, it's 14 pregnant women.
Road is gonna turn to Sydney and go, "What is going on?"
I will, as I'm looking at
Oh
them,
no!
as I'm looking at them, like, all right, yep. I call out for Jillian and Adrian.
Okay. Brandon, who you know is Harry, runs
Rowan
in. Goes to,
is his name.
Rowan.
Tom.
Wow, man.
I wondered where Brandon came from.
I have no
Bartholomew?
idea where Brandon came from.
Cornelius? Reginald?
Don't give me any more names. Okay?
Escobar?
Rowan
Is that a good name?
runs in, goes up to one particular woman in thing, and starts seemingly trying to calm her down. He is doing all the right things.
Adrian's going to just kind of reach out to all of them and try and calm the group.
Okay. All right, go ahead and give me a roll. I'm going to, let's see, they're all kind of flipped out, but there are, but let me set your difficulty here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where'd that come from?
You've got a complication. It's the effect. Actually, player knowledge. You just the spiders are not the kind folks.
Well, yeah. No, I knew that. Okay, that makes sense. That's a hard one to beat, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a little tougher to if you were trying to, like, blast somebody unconscious or just get somebody to feel pain, that would be on your side.
Okay.
Trying to be gentle and nurturing. It doesn't stick around all the time, but you just tapped into it.
Yep. I'm gonna use one of my step ups.
Yep.
Oh, that 12 betrayed me. It was
Yes, it
almost
did.
an 11.
Yep, but you've got I'm at 19 right now. And you
All right, so I will toss in the 3 to make
Get
it
you to-
18.
Yep.
And I have a D8 polka die. I'll throw that in there too. There we go. And gain a D10 polka die for my troubles.
Yeah. It is tougher than you think, but you're happy. You accomplish it. You can tell everybody's, calming down as you're moving through them.
Honestly, she probably doesn't exempt Hugo from this.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sure he needs a bit of it too.
Okay.
It's a lot lighter hand than she used with whatever was begging in his door. It's like not to the point of lethargy, just enough.
Is it
Taking off
something
the
I guess I
edge.
can I would
Little
just
bit of
naturally
zen.
resist?
Yeah, go ahead and give me it would be your social. Actually, in this case, it would be your mental and focus. Yeah, you don't actually just want to chill out right now.
Yeah, I still have tea.
Technically, I can tie this. Technically.
Mm-hmm.
Just double check. Yeah, okay.
23?
I have you as having it 20. So yes, I
Nope.
could have tied it if I rolled
No,
a focus.
23 because I added in the 3 as well.
Oh, yeah. 18. Yes, I actually could have beaten it, but I would have had to use my polka die and rolled max and everything. So yes, it was possible. It wasn't likely, but it was possible.
Okay. Well, okay, let's see. I mean, technically, basically, you just removed all of Hugo's stress and gave him a little bit too much relaxation for the situation. However, Rowan, he just kind of collapses.
Hmm.
And he's got this goofy smile on his face.
Oh.
He really failed.
Let's exempt him.
And you actually
I'm sure exempt exempt the rando that just showed up, but don't exempt
you
Hugo.
pull back from him.
Yeah.
Okay. He actually starts to cry.
That's a lot.
But he does get back up and keep doing what he actually should do. But you can see the tears falling off of his face.
Discuss that later. She's
Yeah.
also going to start, help calming things, make sure injuries, small things.
Yeah. Rhoda, do you go in and help with the pregnant women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sydney's gonna kind of
Yep.
be walking around trying to take all this in and
Yep.
just be like, okay, can anyone who's smart tell me what the hell is going on?
Well, actually, Rhoda, you were able to, while this was starting, you were able to get over to the two people, and they were already gone.
So she'll tell Sydney that.
Yep. They died well from your perspective. They were trying, they were essentially defending the 14 innocents, the unborn babies.
She'll
so they-
explain all that to him.
But yeah, Sydney, the cops show up, and it's when you know.
Thank God for small miracles.
Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I don't know.
He's somebody who's you've dumped who's dumped supernatural stuff on you before.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. Out of ink.
Okay.
Mother.
What do we need, Drake?
I don't know. I just got here. I'm trying to figure everything out.
Why is there a bus on your lawn?
It's a very good question.
Um,
Among many.
there was an attack at a birthing class at St. Peter's.
Oh, okay. Then that attack ended up coming here. Because there's a bunch of pregnant women and a priest inside.
Okay, what else? We need ambulances then.
I think so. And we have 2 dead, and he'll point towards the door.
Okay. All right. Crap. You're still on leave, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. He turns to put in the calls. See any of them critical? He starts. Come on, let's say they start walking towards the garage.
Yeah. Cindy will kind of like take them towards the inside and be like, still trying to figure out what the hell he should do with all this.
Hugo, give me a treat roll.
Oh, it's like, what kind of treat do you want from Hugo?
Mental,
Let's see, does this part go with this one?
I was like,
Yes, it would be
mental or
mental. Yes.
physical?
It would be mental.
All right.
You're diagnosing people basically.
And I'm using
Let me say the
I'm using
difficulty.
first responder with this. That's
Yep.
my specialty under that.
Yep. Okay. You're not using magic, so I can just for that. It's just
With Adrian's calm down with the pissed off also been wiped out.
it did wipe out.
Okay, you still have it listed on the green screen on the background, so I was double checking.
Oh, PO'd. Okay, yeah, I'll give you PO'd was gone. Yep. Yeah, I agree. That would have been gone. So
You're
okay.
welcome.
Too drowsy to say
okay.
thank you. Also focusing on the women.
That wasn't in character anyway.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a treat roll.
I can't even spend a die that I have 1 polka die, and even if I burnt it, it wouldn't be enough to claim that.
Okay. All right. Nope. It takes a bit of time, but you do notice that one of the women is in labor. Adrian also picks up on the contractions because you pick up the sudden spike of pain.
Yeah.
Takes you a bit though because it's still like 8 minutes out, goes down to 7 minutes. But everybody seems to be okay. The priest took a good solid hit.
I give him some smelling salts to just bring him to.
Yep. Eventually ambulances show up. And
I direct them towards the priest and the woman in labor.
Yep. And we'll fade to black unless anybody has anything they want to ask each other before
No.
Rhoda will
Oh.
turn to Sydney really quick and go, You weren't collecting pregnant people, right?
Nope. But welcome to my place. I guess.
Awesome. Okay.
You missed a prime opportunity there, Andrew. Not as far as you're aware. That was the answer to give.
But I can't lie.
Can't lie.
And he doesn't want Rhoda to run
That's fair.
away.
That's fair, yeah.
How the women got to your place, you find out eventually. There was something. They were trying to drive home.
Mhm.
He was trying to basically drive. The priest was trying to drive them back from the birthing class, and something attacked the bus.
Gotcha.
For some reason, the priest drove to your place.
Mm-hmm.
You won't find out until next episode when you can talk to the priest.
Mm-hmm.
But he he drove to your place, managed to get there fast enough. Whoever was attacking
Mm-hmm.
your housekeepers let them in,
Oh.
figuring you would want them to let
Mhm.
in, and just managed to get the threshold up
Mm-hmm.
in time, but didn't make it past it themselves.
Yep.
She will say, because Rhoda is overly kind, and she'll put her hand on Sydney, I'm really sorry about your friends.
Yeah. Thank you.
It is, they did die valiantly. And then she's gonna awkwardly try to hug him. But it's
So
okay.
you would probably end up awkwardly hugging back because he's still just like, I have two puddles of people by my door
And Rhoda's like,
and a
"Oh,
whole
let it out, big guy."
house full of pregnant women. What?
Yeah.
Well,
Poor
so I think
Sydney.
that's as good a time as any to end it on that scene. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you all.